Tired guys. So how is everything? Just trained today. Kind of tired. It's very hot lately. No, Hermes is gonna be my guest tomorrow, hopefully. And today, kardeşim şimdi bütün dünyayı aynı anda yayın yaparken herkese bilmiyorum ki nasıl şey yapayım, nasıl yani bizi unutuyorsun derken nasıl yapabilirim ki, bir ürün var, bütün dünyaya satıyorsun. Nasıl yapacaksın bunu? Reno Masic versus Bacho, I think it's gonna happen end of this year. Arm wrestling edits, you cannot use the footage, my friend. Only a month after, around from each super match, you can use it. Yeah. And so let's see. Yeah, it's not about turning the phone. I think I forgot that, but when Devon comes, I think we will be side by side, I think. I'm very tired. I'm very tired. Just normally East versus West is very exhausting to organize. And now I'm organizing two of them 4 weeks apart. And it's very hot and kind of very tough. Yeah, after this event, I need a good rest, and hopefully next will be in November, and then maybe I can get some rest. Maybe I can focus on training as well. And why did I decide? It is because I said Devon versus Dennis, and then Devon said that he's gonna pull Dennis only after he beats Gennady rematch, and I said the rematch. So yeah, I think production is very, very good. Yeah. Oh yeah, balcony is a good idea, but it's too late right now. Yeah. Yeah, I eat ice cream time to time. Yeah. Um, who's gonna join podcast? Only Devon and I. I'm not planning to have anyone else. Um, no, like it is like the auditorium, my friend. Is about like you can put there 2,000 people, and the competition starts about 8 p.m. and ends after midnight. And another thing is that this is a pay-per-view event. Every event, even that don't think that there is nobody there just because there are empty places because it's so big place. Every event there are easily 200, 300 people, but to make it like 2,000 people there is like you really need to control all the cell phones, all the cell phones, because even with 300 people, people start. This is a pay-per-view event. Or you can say UFC allows and this, my friend. We are not that. UFC is a like big tree, We are just a plant. Um, so it's just different. I think the event deserves to be like how to say appreciated, and that never changes. You organize an event and they look at the event. If this guy is there, they're asking other guy. If that other guy is there, I never heard that. Like yeah, whatever. It's okay. It's not about that. People are even listening the live streaming. Yeah, Devon just sent the message. He said soon he's joining. Devon's supposed to join whenever I announce, which is 1 p.m. Eastern time, my friends. Yeah, there is VIP offer. The VIP offer is the we provide 3 nights 5-star hotel at the hotel that athletes also stay in the event is happening, and also they have the VIP seats and with soft drink and snacks. Also, exclusive dinner with all the athletes together, and then we give them as gift, one deck of trading cards, one Hermes Devon poster, one the event poster, and one event T-shirt. All these are signed. Each athlete signs the event T-shirt and event posters, and then the trading cards are signed by the athletes. Everyone signs their own, and so other than that, and the Devon Hermes poster will be signed by them only. And yesterday, John confirmed that John is gonna come as a guest. He will be doing the commentating, and I will also prepare Prime John trading cards. And yeah, and the VIP offer is limited. It's gonna be limited to certain number. I'm not gonna do because it's hard to. Yeah, yes. I think it will be a good event. I think that Travis will be at the corner of the Americans that would like to. I asked to Pauline. He said, "Yeah, I would love to have Travis at my corner when I'm pulling." Yeah, yeah. Neil Pickup will be doing the commentating for the Devon Hermes match, most likely. Yeah. Um, is there a list for all the East versus West 9 trading cards. No, my friend. Only the athletes who are participating. There are 25 athletes because Darikana is pulling 2 super matches, so there should be 13 super matches times 2 is 26, but one guy is pulling 2 matches, so it's 25, and then plus John Prime, and then it's 26. Aleyküm selam Alfurkan kardeşim. Bizden de Mersin'e selamlar. Yes, Volka. Proving astrology, is Jordan eligible for the East Versus? I would love to see more action at the 15 kg. Thank you very much, my friend. Thank you. When will Devon come? As I said, Devon should come at 1 p.m. So he has 3 minutes, and if he comes a few minutes late, it's not a big deal, you know. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, my friends. Will you invite either Levan or Dennis again? I'm just thinking, like, I will only share the things that, like, I finalize, you know. Whenever I finalize something, I will share it at the entrance. Hermes, I mean, I don't think anything about Hermes versus Devon at the 115 kg because the match is now set for the super heavyweight. So, like, I think that, like, one of the things that, like, we need to focus on what is ahead of us, you know. Like, I understand that, just I think we want just something new, other, like, instead of, like, enjoying what is front of us, you know. Like, they're, like, in my opinion, the best card ever, you know. And then we don't talk about that, we talk about where is this guy, where is that guy, like, what about this, like, how about talking about this, you know, like, are we, like, the event didn't happen, you know. um uh, yeah, I don't know, I'm trying to serve the community. Yeah, anyone who are here to enjoy, you know, they are more than welcome. And anyone who are looking for provocation, you know, my behavior, you know, so just don't be surprised. um I don't understand. Do you have email, Engin? Want to contact you? Yeah, I mean, they just shared, you know, they just shared. um yeah, Dennis is ready to pull Devon very soon, you know. Dennis is ready, and I think it's gonna be happening in I mean, a little bit drama is okay, but once you put the drama ahead of the actual, you know, competition, then what do you mean? Like, explain who are the pulling the lightweight category? What do you mean? Like, in this event, you're talking about Dustin Hyatt versus Thomas Mangi. Thomas Mangi is, like, very high quality, like Hermes Gasparini, top roller, very, very high level top roller. And Dustin Hyatt is the exact opposite way, very high quality hook puller, you know. So we will see. We will see hook versus top roll at its best. And I think they both are getting ready. And I love what's happening, you know. The truth is, this is what we deserve, you know. What we deserve is to, okay. Sorry, Devon. Sorry, I just didn't see you. Yeah, it came. Devon, can you do the other way? Yeah, 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 yeah,
This
yeah,
way.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Um,
Don't seem to be letting
Do you
me.
have a computer in front of you?
No.
Okay,
Let's see
just
if I can
stay
figure this out.
somewhere and I will tell you.
Mm. Watch, tell me to rotate the device. Let me try again. I'm gonna jump off and jump right
Yeah,
back on.
this one, stay like this.
Like this.
Yeah, I mean, just let's see. Yeah, yeah, like this. Yeah, stay like this. Yeah,
Is it okay?
yeah, 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 yeah. That's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Now they see us together, side by side. Yeah.
Ah, all right. How's it going,
So
buddy?
good to see you.
Good time.
Good to see you.
It's
I
crazy,
kind of
huh?
feel, guys. As long as like normally, whenever I do the live, you know that I try to answer all the questions, all the comments. But whenever I have the guests, I try to only answer the super chats because I would like to have a discussion. So what I understand, Devon, you went to, you said you're talking about roots, right? You made a video, right? Roots about, yeah. It means that this is where you are right now is where you grew up, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So
Yeah. I've been
what?
here for about 2.5 weeks now.
Yeah, 2.5 weeks. Yeah. Before I forget, just sorry about it.
Yeah.
Before I
It's
forget.
really it's really healthy for me. This
Yeah.
is it's a really healthy thing that I'm doing. Coming back home, spending time with my mom. It's just a
Yeah.
good thing to do.
Yeah, this is
Uh,
where I'm gonna go. After I read this super chat, Ivan calls this, the card is amazing beyond imagination. You are doing amazing job. Hermes versus Devon is a match designed by fate. Devon is being called by his hammer. I don't know. Oh, okay, by his hammer. Thank you for your super chat. It means that this is only beginning, right before getting the hammer back. Oh, okay.
wow.
Yeah,
Well, we'll see.
yeah.
That's still
So
quite a step.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But so this is what I was gonna say. Like lately, I see that you are now connected to your roots strongly again by going to the town that you grew up. And I
Yeah.
kind of see that mentally, I think, or spiritually also, it help you to little bit, how to say, get the dust out of yourself because the world is just like so, messy. And then once you go to where you grow up and then with your mom and the people that you grew up around, then I kind of see you healthier. I don't know. How would you describe? You tell us.
Yeah, it's interesting. I knew this was coming for quite a while. My mom had this surgery planned, and life gets so busy, and I don't get to spend a lot of time here in my home. I don't get to spend a lot of time,
Mhm.
where I grew up, or with my mom.
Yeah.
Certainly not alone.
Hmm.
And so I knew this was coming, and I had planned to. I was gonna do a social media fast, basically, for the whole
Yeah.
time. Put my phone away the entire time, and the world is so crazy and it's so busy. It's almost impossible to do that, but I've done a very good job.
Yeah. Yeah.
I haven't.
You were like limited,
Yeah.
very limited with the
Very
social media.
limited, yeah.
Yeah.
I've been way more limited. I've gone on for periods of time in the day, but for the most part, my phone is away.
Hmm.
I've cleaned up a lot of my bad habits. I've I've cleaned them up.
Hmm.
I've led a very simple life the last little while. It's been very good for me. I've been focusing on myself. I've been focusing on it's a strange thing to talk about sometimes, but I've been going back to who I was as a child and trying to make
Hmm.
sure that I'm okay with everything the way I am today,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
trying to, I'm just trying to be a good person down here. So it's been really healthy. Yeah,
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
happy down here.
This is the
And
reason probably. This is the reason
yeah,
that the Hermes has been wondering why this guy doesn't talk so much trash. It is not about specifically for this match, but it is mostly about right now you're spiritually, um, your mental, you know, ho- you.
I'm super healthy, I'm healthier right now than I have been in a long time. Um, spiritually, psychologically. I feel like I'm healing down here,
Yeah.
physically, and it's all coming out physically. My numbers on my weights, I'm getting strong down here very quickly.
Woo-hoo. Wow.
Yeah. But I'll tell
So
you, the thing about
Hermes should be
trash talk.
worried.
Well, listen, Hermes is so strong. Okay, I still have a while before I get to Hermes strength, but for me, I am strong right now. I'm stronger than I have been in quite some time. But I'll tell you, the whole trash talk thing, people think I'm a big trash talker. And yes, of course I am. But Engen, if you go back, I never started. I'm not one to back away from trash talk, but I almost never started. If you can pick any person, there's an incident that they start something and then I just go off. But
But
I typically
do
do
you
not.
also look for opportunity?
Oh, listen, if somebody wants to play that game, I love to fight. I love to talk trash. I love to pick a person apart. And I imagine we'll probably get there. But right now, look at Hermes. I'm really, really so happy with what Hermes did. Um, Hermes is the number one interim champion. He is the guy. Um, he did not have to take this match. um, to me, it speaks very well of his character that he did. I think it's awesome that he took the match. He didn't have to. He could have said, "Oh, it's not enough time. Devon doesn't deserve it. I want time to properly promote the match." But fate gave us an opportunity. There was an opportunity, and Hermes seized it. And for that, I'm really grateful. So I don't feel the need to talk trash to him because he was a good guy. He's a good dude. Um, I'm sure we'll find something to fight about, but all these other people that I talk trash to and about, they've done something to me. Like they've said something to me. The only one that probably didn't, the only one was probably Gennady. And I just wanted to have fun with Gennady. Everybody else started it.
Like for example, what happened like some years ago with Dave Chaffee? Can that be a reason that in Istanbul you say you call him that he is the you know?
Right. So Dave Chafee totally started our beef.
Oh yeah, but it was years
Dave
ago.
Chafee.
But it was finished,
Right.
and then now you started
Well,
again
I
in
don't
Istanbul
forget.
when
I don't
Coresports with
forget.
the
Once
in
once you once you cross me, I'll never forget it.
okay.
Yeah.
Whitehead, go and get him, Devon. Some pancakes still needed, and is a
I feel
question.
really healthy. I feel very healthy. I think that everything's going to come together really well. 3 weeks from today, and my lifts are good,
Yeah, I see that.
really
I see
good.
that. I see that. That's interesting. Yeah.
They're
Listen, I
healthy. I
will tell
got
you
good.
something. I don't think that you believe in what you are saying when you say like Hermes is strength, this level, and it's like, oh, long time to go there. I really don't believe any of the things that you're saying. Like even you like you said that when Dave Chaffee like took Hermes to do near to the pad, and then like I remember
Very
6 months we had
interesting.
a conversation with him, and then you thought that it gives you some idea, and now I kind of think that you are at your strongest ever with so much experience at the same time. And then I watch live what happened in Dubai. I watch it, and only because of this I'm planning to get visa, go to US, and see the guy, stem cell guy,
Oh
because
yeah, these guys. Yeah, this will
yeah,
change your life. Yeah,
yeah, because
that'll change your
because
life.
what I saw there was something that I thought that will never happen. You to go like this, you to go like
Did you?
this, you to go
Dang it.
like this.
This is the thing that I'm most proud of.
Yeah.
And people, the fifth round with Dave
Hmm.
Chafee. Okay.
Yeah.
Never, I have never, not one time in my entire arm wrestling career,
Hmm.
opened a match with a flop wrist press. Never. I've never done it.
You mean like
And
start the match directly that
right,
way? Yeah.
I've never done it. I've never.
Yeah.
I've tried to do a move, lost my wrist, and turned into a flop, but I've never set up to flop somebody. And I
Oh, this
think I
gives
did
this
it.
this gives
I
this
think I
gives us
actually
some idea. This gives us some idea, like that you are not the same guy. The way that you did
no.
that. Yeah.
I've never had that capability. I sometimes talk about, oh, I've got all my old capabilities back. I can pull the way I used to. I can do all my
Yeah.
moves that I
Yeah.
used to.
Yeah.
I can do moves now that I could never do. I've
Yeah. So
never been able.
yeah. So now you are more here, and now at least as good as your youth years here. I mean, I
Come
probably
to the
more. I mean,
come to
we
the
can.
dark side, Engen. Come to the dark
I
side.
will. I will. Like what I'm just saying that people like I honestly believe that you are physically also stronger than 10 years ago, like before your
Yeah, I
injury,
feel really good.
because your
I
pronator, everything just so much developed. So
yeah,
what I
I
saw
feel
that
good.
it just, I think Hermes needs to be very concerned. And Hermes told me that there is a possibility during the match that he would need to do this. You know,
Maybe,
no,
maybe.
no, no. He doesn't plan that. He doesn't plan that. But he is thinking that there is also a possibility for such a option. Like,
It's very interesting. I have a lot of respect for Hermes as an arm wrestler, how strong he is, his fundamental, his wrist is very it's all very good. But yeah, when I watch that Dave Chafee match, I get a lot of hope because if he's somewhere in the ballpark of where he was that day, and Dave is somewhere in the ballpark of what he was when he pulled me,
mm-hmm.
oh my, there
Hmm.
there could that could be interesting if those are what we're working with. If that's what we're working with, I'll
So
I'll be in there.
this is what I try to say, that like I saw the round one with Gennady. Like people think that like Gennady had better endurance, but I still say the same thing. He forced you to pull inside, and maybe his inside endurance was better than you. But your endurance is mostly built for outside. For many years, you know that, right? You just started to go inside lately. You are
Yeah.
because you want to be more versatile after your elbow starts handling things. But it doesn't mean that like. So what I'm just saying, the round one, the domination in strength. So that like the position like that Levan put Hermes, it doesn't have to be like this, that where Hermes started his stuff. But if even the match stops this way, Hermes winning position, but you still have your pronator in wrist. So I'm not
If
sure.
that match if that match stops anywhere kind of in the middle,
Yeah.
oh oh my. If that match stops, I think it gets really crazy. Um, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, Gennady was really good for me because Gennady has made me start to work all my inside stuff again. I do all my inside training again now. Like I do
Mm-hmm.
high cup, low cup, supination work, press. I'm training all the motions again that I left behind for a while. After I pulled Levon, um, in arm wrestling, there's been many times in my career where I do a lot of exercises, and then there's something that makes me cut everything and makes me do less, and then it grows from there again, and then I cut and I do less. And this happened many times in my career. Levon was like the
Mm-hmm.
biggest cut. Like after Levon, I was like, the only thing that matters is rise. That is it.
Mm-hmm.
That is where the match is won and lost, and that is it. And that's one of the big things that I took away from Levon was how important it was. And that turned into rise and roll. And I think that when you talk about hand control and outside moves, yeah, it's true. Rise and roll are very, very important. If you can secure the rise, it's very, very important for outside arm wrestling. But then you run
Mm-hmm.
into a flopper's presser and everything changes. So
Mm-hmm.
Gennady kind of gave that to me, and so now I'm more rounded than I was, a few months ago. I'm much more well rounded.
Okay, the question is, I remember 6 months ago, you and Devon, Hermes had podcast, like you were my guest, and Neil
Oh
was
yeah.
there. And then you told Hermes that, like, Hermes, do you know about the King's Move? This is what you told him. And he told
Mm.
you that if you try to do that, he's gonna break every piece of bone in your elbow. You remember or that? No, probably know, right?
Yeah, no, I do remember. I do. It's and I've seen Hermes pull King's movers before. So Hermes does have the ability to transition very well into a press, which is
Yeah,
great. And
yeah.
so Hermes has a great style to be able to combat anybody who drops their hand. Okay, and in a King's move, one of the things you do is you drop your hand a little bit and you start to pronate.
Hmm.
And Hermes is very good at keeping his hand high and following up with a press. He's very good at it. Now, it's one thing to know and it's another thing to be able to do, just because you know the answer does not mean that
But
you
he's
can
also
pass the
capable
test.
of doing it. But he never pull against you. But he's also capable of doing that. He used those kind of presses against Gennady, against Dave
Yeah.
Chaffee, against
Oh,
many
I
other
see it.
guys. He did. Yeah,
I
yeah.
see it.
So my question is basically like mentally. I think that I don't know. Like since Healthy John, if you have pulled someone arm wrestling as good as Hermes, my opinion.
Right.
You understand? The guy is just very good, smart, explosive. He can finish. He can do many things. My question to you: are you mentally prepared? Like, do you have all the answers, or you are still trying to figure out? Like the possibilities if it goes like this, that. Like, are you already done with your game plan and then counters? If this I do this, if this is the position. So this is my question.
We've been arm wrestling a long time, Engen. You know,
Yes, yes,
long,
yes.
long
Yeah,
time. And
yeah. But we still learn. We still learn.
oh yeah, we still learn. And one of the things that is really required to win at this level
Hmm.
is is bravery. You know,
Yeah, yeah,
you have
yeah.
to, yeah, you
Brave,
have to be very,
smart. All these guys are very, very smart guys. People think that they are
yeah.
big and not
Like
smart. They are very smart guys.
it technically, I know what the answers are, but to be brave enough and have enough commitment on the day, that will be the question. And I'll tell you, I am so fearless right now.
That's
I've been
good.
given
That's good. That's
such
good.
a great
Yeah,
opportunity, Engen.
yeah,
What an
yeah.
opportunity. What
That's
what
good.
what a great opportunity that I've been given.
I
You
don't.
know,
I
for
don't. I
me, I
don't
get
think that
so
way.
excited.
I think you both have. Fans have the opportunity. I have the opportunity, and Hermes has the opportunity. You have the opportunity. I think this is great for everyone. Just don't be like opportunity is given
Engen,
to you. Yeah. Okay. You tell me.
I don't think that there has been, like, when you talk about rankings,
Yeah.
and I know that Levon is number one. I know that.
Yeah.
However, if he does not pull for 1 year,
He won't be. He
then
won't be. I offer
that's the
him already.
thing.
So he is like
Right.
till March.
So
Listen, it is already declared by him. So that's why he's out of the ranking right now. Because
right.
his last
Right.
match was February 25th. And he said the earliest I can pull engine March or April. So whenever he told me this, it is already out of the rankings. It doesn't mean that he cannot come back and become number one right away or not. I have no idea. We don't know how
Oh, I
healthy he
think
will
he
be.
could jump in wherever he wants. He could. Levon can get any match he wants. I
Oh
think
no, no, no! I'm
when he
not talking
wants.
about that. Not about the match. If he can be successful winning or not, because we don't know. I'm sure he will come back strong, but he needs to come and do it. So, but right now, Hermes is yes ranked number one in the world. That is
Right.
yeah.
And again, I don't think that there's been. I really don't think that there's been a number one ranked who's 48 in the super
But
heavyweight, not
today,
in the super
today, Jerry
heavyweight.
Caderet made a comment. He said,
Yeah, but Jerry
"Come on,
Cadwell wasn't ranked number one.
I mean, at the East versus West, probably he meant, but it was most
No, but
likely
I'm talking about the ranking.
overall
I'm talking about
ranking. Oh, okay, okay,
ranking.
yeah, yeah.
I'm
So
not talking
okay,
about, you're the winner of this league or the title holder of that league. I'm talking about
yeah.
number one ranked puller across leagues at super heavyweight. And I believe that John is the oldest, and I think he was 44.
Yeah, 2018. I think until he lost against you, he was the best.
Right. And that puts him, that I think that makes him 44. I think.
Yeah, 44. He was 44. Yeah, yeah.
Right. And I think that that's the oldest so far. So that's why I'm like, especially because it's like another thing that I can get, right? Like oldest guy to
Mhm.
to hit it.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah. I
yeah.
like that. See, you need motivation, right? You want to do something that never has been done
I'm
before.
so motivated.
I also have
And
the same thing, you know. Like I'm waiting for 2024 after October. Maybe I will try one more WAF. You understand? So I won the wars at 19, 20s, 30s, my 40s, and then if I come back, even if I don't win, but I get a medal in the 5 different decades, you know, I will be doing something. You understand? So that is, yeah, I understand you very well because my
yeah.
mind also works
Yeah.
same way. Yeah.
There was a match, a lot of good matches on the card coming up. The American guy, he's really good, great hooker, got a really strong right arm. Is it
Dustin,
Adam? What?
Dustin, Dustin Hayat. Just
Not
before we
Dustin.
go
No,
there,
not
there
Dustin.
are,
Not
if you
Dustin.
super check that, I don't want them to be like feeling disrespect. Silky Wilkie, Devon, I love you so much. My scales of favor are equal in size for both you and Hermes, but Hermes seems to stand much closer to impart his influence currently. Can you ease my mind and explain to me some of the trajectory you expect the match to take?
The trajectory I expect the match to take between Hermes and I.
Yeah, I don't
Well,
understand. You probably understand
I
better.
mean, I don't fully understand. I don't have the super chat in front of me, but I
You
think
want
that.
to?
Devin, I love you so much. My scales of favor. Uh, Muse, can you ease my mind and explain some of the trajectory you expect? Okay, well, sure. The way I see the match kind of going
Hmm.
is we'll be very positional. With Hermes and I, will be very positional. Um,
Hmm.
I think that the way I see it favorably is both Hermes and I want our hand position. We will be fighting very much for this, I believe. Now, at the same time, we both have the ability to do so many things. It may not look the way we expect. I think people are kind of thinking Hermes is a top roller, I'm a king's mover, but a lot of things change. This match may go in a hook. It may, because we may be unsure of our hands. Both of us may be. Um, I believe it will likely go on the strap. Um, I'll tell you, I'll say it here first. I will beat him. I'm gonna beat
Oh,
him.
oh,
Oh yeah,
yeah. I
and
mean,
I
that's what
love
I
this
wanna hear.
guy.
You know.
And well, of course I'm gonna beat him. The thing is I have so much respect for him, and I'm so happy that he took the match. For me, it's a big deal that he took the match. We weren't planning on doing this for quite some time,
Wow.
but I just feel right now that I'm in just impeccable form, and I think that he's not Levon. Levon
No, there
is
is
this
nobody like one.
thing. No. And the thing is if the match is close, like if that Dave Chafee match is any kind of an indicator,
Yeah.
I'm gonna beat him. If it's anything, if he's anything like he was with Dave that day, I will beat him. Because when I pulled Dave, quite honestly, I could do anything I wanted with him. Anything. And I knew that within the first round. It didn't matter. I could do any technique I wanted against any technique of his. It did not matter. So, and I'll tell you, it looked close to me. Maybe Hermes was playing, but I
No,
don't think
no,
so.
he wasn't playing.
I don't
His
think
wrist
so.
was like straight. He came here, he stopped him, and then he lift him,
And
and
and the thing is right now, for whatever reason, the way my life has taken me, I I am in a good place. And I'm gonna come and I'm gonna fight him in a way that he probably hasn't had to deal with before. Um, he's very strong. I expect it to be a glorious fight, a glorious, glorious fight. But yeah, I think I'm
Wow.
going to beat him. I do.
Yeah. So this is good that,
Yeah.
you are in a mindset that, you are coming here. Now, I will tell you something. Not even a year ago, I remember when I did that podcast with you guys, like you were talking about more like 115 kg. You were saying I can go down to 120. I think that the only doubt that like you had it, not with your experience, your knowledge, and this and that. But I think your doubt was about your physical abilities because of the damages of the decades. But now, more it
Yeah.
comes, more you are able to apply what you know about arm wrestling. I think more you are like how can this arm go down? This is how I see it.
And I want to show you something.
Yeah, show
I
me
want to
something.
show you.
Yeah,
I'm
but
going to go
just
and get a
like
piece.
only it's only between us, right? Yeah, yeah, guys, just close your eyes. Okay, this is some. Yeah. Okay,
Okay,
you're
so
gonna
look,
show me a lift,
I,
right? Lift.
I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you some numbers. Okay, so
Hmm.
I hope it doesn't fail. I just hit that little cat. Okay,
It's a,
so now
yeah.
I don't know. I hope it doesn't fail. So right now I'm doing a 150 pound pronation lift.
Hmm.
Like I can definitely do more,
It's very
but
big. It's very big weight. Yeah.
it's good. I think it's a good weight. It's a good weight for me to be competitive at the world level. Like if I have that and it feels good and it doesn't. So sometimes when you start to lift heavy, it'll hurt a little bit.
Hmm.
Like if you've got a little injury here or there, you'll do the lift, but it doesn't feel right.
But right
The
now
lift
you
feels
are
good.
able to apply all your power in your joint handles, right? Yeah. This
Yeah,
I
my
know what
joint's
it is.
good.
Yeah. You feel
Now
like a reborn,
look
right?
at
Reborn, like you born again.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Like
so I
yeah.
I got here. I got here um like 15 or 16 days ago. Now,
Hmm.
keep in mind, I do not 100%. Okay. Okay. So see the sheet of paper.
Yeah.
These are my 3 lifts that I. So the post and the roll, I don't write it down because I just keep the piles on the floor all the time. But my
Hmm.
high cup, low cup, and my press.
Hmm.
You see all this times of crossed out the number, crossed out, crossed out. See all this crossing out the numbers.
But how is it that you train
See this?
every day? You still increasing the weight. You're like, wow, it's impressive. Seriously.
I train like times a day. I don't just train every day. I'm training like 3 or 4 times a day. And the thing is like if you look at, for example, my press,
Hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I've taken 19 steps since I've been here.
You for your press?
19 steps forward. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
19 times I've
You
increased the
increase the
weight
weight.
since I've been here.
Yeah. Wow. I don't
19
know how you
times.
can do that. Like you are there for 15, 16 days. You are able to even lift heavier 19 times while at the same time you are doing table times. Like seriously, it is not like, to, I mean, like,
Almost every day we did. I just stopped doing table time, but we were doing it every day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 steps, high cup multi spinner. So
mhm.
right now, my trajectory, like for whatever reason, with whether it's my psychological, my spiritual cleansing that I'm
I
doing,
think
the food I'm eating,
all of them,
my
all of them.
trajectory is just
All of them.
I'm
Listen,
going
because
up.
of the stem cells, physically you are there, and because of going to the town that you grew up, I think it affected you. Lately, I see you different. I see you kind of more peaceful, like something more settled. No, no, seriously. Like we all have
No, I
been.
think you're right. I think you're right.
Yeah,
And just
and
so you guys know, this is when I take a step forward, it's a pound and a quarter. So I go up a pound and a quarter every time.
yeah,
So
about, yeah.
for some of these, it ends up being significant, you know.
About
But anyways,
570 gram or something is good. Yeah. There is a GB19 is asking you, Devon, will you cut your hair for Hermes or Dennis?
I don't know, I probably should, but I'm really kind of liking growing it out a little bit. I'm having fun just letting it go.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I will. I mean, I probably should just to give them the respect, but and it's getting pretty long and dirty, so I should probably cut it. But I don't really want to. I'm kind of. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know.
Yeah, it's hot
Yeah.
over here. I don't know how it's in Canada right now, but it's
Yeah.
hot here. Just
Yeah. Maybe.
because you guys don't know probably, but Devon and his son Auden are coming 11 days before the event, so we will just spend some time together in the gym and talk about armor thing, proving astrology, the point of the spear, the greatest ambassador the sport ever seen, and the once and the future king, Devon No Limits Larratt. I hope you are taking everything, champ. Fight smart and eat their souls, it says.
All in. All
Yeah,
in.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
it's
Listen,
an
I'm
incredible
surprised.
opportunity.
Your appearance is surprising. Today, I was just like, I was like, today, did you see the video Hermes put on? Talking about food at the end, he said like, "Why Devon
Oh,
never puts a video that talks trash talk?" And he said, "I think he's too much scared." And then
well,
now
listen.
the way that you
Hermes
talk it,
has
you are not
been.
talking trash, but you are just like so confident.
I'll tell you, I am in a good place. That's the thing. Right now, there's a lot of things in my life that I've done. Here, let me show you something else, Egan.
Okay, while
Okay.
you're showing, I will read another one. John Augustine, thank you for generous super chat. What an honor and privilege it is to be alive in the time of Devon Larratt and Engin Terzi. It is your kindness, my friend, and I'm sure Devon also appreciate it. And Neil Pickup's wife's boyfriend. Hard to beat some well-made pasta with Parmigiano. Thank you for your super
Yeah,
chat.
I
So
saw that.
whose food is better? Your food is better. Hermes' food better.
Oh, my food is so much better.
Your
Okay,
food
I
is
don't know
better,
if
right?
you can see this hanging. Okay, so
Just tell me.
yeah, so when you talk about like rebuilding
Yeah.
what you are, so I've
Mm-hmm.
I've been it's been really just me. Like my kids were here for a bit. Jody came down and visited, but I've seen some of my friends, but for the most part, it's just been me and my mom. And so it's been a period when I've tried to do some reflection.
Yeah.
So so I've done this thing where I write words on the mirror that I try to think about and embody, try and make myself grow as a person, you know?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if you can see this one,
Oh,
peacefulness,
peacefulness. Yeah. Bravery.
bravery, virtuous,
Okay.
selfless.
Selfless. Yeah. This is how you call me all the time when I promote events.
You are, and you are very selfless. I was actually talking to my mom today about you, and I said you were extremely selfless. Uh, acceptance,
Acceptance. Yeah.
responsibility,
Yeah.
trustworthy.
Yep. That's very important.
Hey, this one I got to work on, right, Engen?
No, no, you're doing well. You're doing well. You're doing well. You're doing well. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I like it. I
yeah.
like this. Yeah. Go ahead.
Fearlessness,
Fearlessness. Yeah.
and last, forgiveness.
Yeah. That's very important as well. So you don't carry
Yeah,
so many weight on you by just, yeah, you're right. You're right.
yeah.
And listen, I will tell you
So
something. When you are in the city and when everything is going on, you don't have time to think about all this. But when you are
no,
alone with your mother where you grow up, then now I think that's why you are healing, because we all need sometimes to go back to the roots and just stay away and then think. That's good. That's good.
yeah, yeah. It's important. It's
Yeah.
important.
Yeah.
Not everybody has a chance to do it. I'm
Yeah,
very lucky.
you're right.
Yeah,
Sometimes I want to just go to a cave and then just
yeah.
sleep for months.
But you're busy. You're very busy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. There will be
Rambo.
time.
Rambo is saying, Devon, do you think endurance is going to be a factor against Hermes because your endurance didn't look at its best against Gennady?
Yeah, yes, endurance probably it's a super match. So in super matches, endurance is a factor. It's a very big deal. So long as it's close. If one opponent is just much stronger than the other, unless they have a serious issue with endurance, normally endurance doesn't come into play.
Mhm.
But endurance becomes very important when the athletes are close.
True.
So if the strength is close and the technique is close, then endurance can become the next factor that can make you win. Yeah. So
Mhm.
yeah, definitely it's all gonna come together. All the
Yeah.
pieces, the full arm wrestling game will come into play between Hermes and I.
Yeah, it is just incredibly, like, he is also smart guy. He also have like big spirits, and you are the same way. You both are strong. I think you are at your strongest. This is, I really believe, after what I saw at Dubai, then I was like, how the hell is it possible that he's just directly going this, going inside, shoulder pressure, top roll, open arm top roll. You did everything. Like, you wanted to demonstrate everything. It's not like, no disrespect to Dave, but the way that you were able to pull was just like, wow. I was like, and then, as I said, like, I was like, I know about arm wrestling. I wish I was just, my elbows were like as strong, you know. And there is Michael Workspace. Thank you for your super chat. Hi, Devon. So far, Hermes is winning the food battle.
The food battle?
Yeah, food battle.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah,
Listen,
yeah.
look at what I got. It's pretty good food here. It's pretty good. I've been making like big, big pots of food, and I'll eat the same thing for like 3 days with like little things on the side. But
Yeah.
right now, so this last one is a split pea soup with all sorts of vegetables and ham. So I don't think Hermes is winning the food battle. It's kind of a gimmick. And when I'm home, I'll eat a bunch of pancakes just to top it off, just to finish it.
Mm-hmm,
Y-
mm-hmm. Yeah. By the way,
You know,
I'm so sorry for forgetting that. How is your mom? Because last time I asked you, every time I ask you, you said she is better, better, better. Now she is even better.
she's incredible.
Yeah.
She's
Good. Good.
she's
Good. Good.
working so hard every day. She does all her work. She does all her rehab, and then a little bit. She doesn't even hardly need her cane, so everything is the way it should be. It
Mm-hmm.
won't be long, and I can leave, and she'll be great.
Yeah. Yeah. That's good.
Yeah,
Samoan sensation. Will the winner of Hermes versus Devon face Dennis? And okay, let's go there. Let's go there. I didn't post it, but I will post at
yeah,
some point, not before your Hermes match, because I want your mind to be just what's ahead of you. But I
yeah.
asked him, I asked him like why, like he said like he could ask me privately, like if I could pull an August or not. And then he thinks that you did that intentionally to put him in a hard position. He said,
Did what?
Devon. He
Did
said,
what
Devon.
intentionally?
He said, Devon, like I am like, am I a bad person? What the hell have I done to you that you're pushing me all the time? That's what he said. And I said, maybe he didn't do that intentionally. Maybe
Look
Devon
at
thought that you will see on
he
the tape.
started it. He started it,
He
Egan.
did.
Like, he started to get all upset that I wanted to have a rematch with Gennady. That was out of respect to him. I didn't want to face him as a guy who didn't even beat Gennady.
Yeah, yeah,
To
yeah,
me, I have Dennis very high.
yeah,
Dennis is one of the guys to me who has a chance to beat Levon. He could, if he can get back to his old form or
yeah,
somewhere better
yeah.
or around there, he's got a chance. And And so out of respect to him, I was like, I don't deserve to face you until I clean up my if I hadn't have beat Gennady, I might not have pulled him. Might not have. I'd love look I would love to pull Dennis any way you cut
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
But I just wanted that match first. And then he starts to throw out videos about me ducking him and how I'm scared of him. And I'm like, okay, that's kind of weird, but all right. And then so I'm like, so the Gennady match is canceled, and I'm like, okay, wow. So now this is a great opportunity
Hmm.
for Dan to have the match. I mean, he's been resting since John. When was that match? When did he pull John? Was it like January, February?
February 25th on
It
the
was a long
same day,
time ago.
Hermes in Liverpool, yeah.
So I'm like, and I see videos of him training. I'm like, 5 weeks, that should be plenty of time.
Mm-hmm.
And post out, who's the clown? Who is the clown? I've been arm wrestling as much as possible. Like, I've been arm wrestling all the time. You want this great big lead up to some, and you were giving me trouble for ducking you, and now I'm giving you an opportunity to have the match at a time that's pretty close to when we agreed on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know.
That's the difference. That's the difference. You see, this is the difference between a guy like Gennady, a guy like Hermes, and a guy like Dennis. Very different people. Gennady was offered a match, he took it, and then he was going to pull me. To me, very brave, very brave. Same with Hermes. Dennis is so calculating. He's so calculating.
Can
I
we
wish
blame him?
that he would.
Can we blame him for that?
Yeah, look, you can judge people however you want. Look, the thing is that influences the sport. It does a little bit, right? If he would just relax just a little bit and say, okay, I'll just pull more frequently. The thing is, there's no reason why he needs to have this 4-month lead. There's no reason.
Are
Okay,
you sure
everybody
about
is
that? Are you
pulling
sure
all
that
the
he
time.
doesn't have a reason?
In my opinion, he could pull more frequently. In my opinion.
Yeah, but
And
he
he'd be
would
just
know
fine.
his condition maybe better. I'm listen. Whenever I talk with him, I'm talking from your side. Whenever I talk with you, because he's not here, so I also answer for
Yeah,
him. So
I
don't get me
understand.
wrong. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Look, I have Dennis way up here as an athlete. Okay, he's one of the, probably have more fun, and that's the thing. I arm wrestle a lot. He needs to do this massive commitment where he needs to take all this time off. That he'd have more fun. He'd do better if he just pulled more regularly,
Devon,
and he
you
could.
are
He
getting
could.
cut. Is there
Like,
anywhere at the home that is just Wi-Fi or something is better? Yeah, I hope. Yeah, yeah, yeah. While you're going there, what's that?
you tell me if it's better
Yeah, yeah,
down
I will
here.
tell you. Yeah, I was
Better
just
here?
yeah. Now it looks
Yeah, is
like
this a bit better?
better right now. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think. Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Hey, Kathy, can I sit in here? Yeah. All right. I'll sit in here. This might work.
Yeah, I think it's. Can you talk a little bit? Yeah. Yeah,
Maybe.
I think it's better, but still not super good. Yeah, but yeah. James Mac, you guys are great.
Hey, Kathy, where's the
What?
is?
Okay.
Where the Wi-Fi is? We'll find out exactly where it is. Hey, Kathy, is the router in the computer room? Good. Okay. Close.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's better. Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah.
It's getting close, and in
Yeah.
3 weeks, I will see you. Actually, less than. I'll see you.
You see me in a week or something, 8 days. 8 days or
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
I'll see you in 9 days or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Auden's
Yeah, I'm
very
also
excited for you.
excited. Yeah, and I'm also, as I
Very
said to you
excited.
privately, that I'm honored that you thought that I would be a right person to show him some things, because I'm sure you show him a lot of things, but
Yeah.
it's better to listen from a few perspective,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just
Yeah.
let me read a few before people get upset. James Mack, you guys are great. Thank you both for expanding awareness for arm wrestling. Now I have a sport besides football to be passionate about. Thank you both, and blessing to Devon on his match. And Wednesday Athletic Club, thank you for your super chat. Thank you, my friend. And because Hermes faced the Dave that beat Vitaly, Devon faced the Dave that probably loses to Bartwood at the practice.
Maybe. I talked to Dave. I sent Dave a message and I asked him, I said, I know you're hurt. I said, how much percentage did you lose? He
Probably
that
5%.
he thought he said it was pretty close. He said he was pretty close.
Yeah.
Who knows? Who knows?
Devon, Hermes's hand, Ivanchuk is saying, Hermes's hand collapsed under Dave's out of strap. Is that your hope? Hermes won't get same setup against you as he did against Dave.
All I hope is that it's like if that match stops and we can arm wrestle, that's my hope. Because I believe when it comes to an arm wrestling match, I will beat him. If it comes in decision making and patience and taking opportunity, I'm gonna beat him. I'm gonna beat him. So if that match is close in strength, so long as I'm in that fight, and once I get an advantage, then I will test him. We'll see who teaches who that day. One of us will be the teacher.
Yeah.
Sometimes the young man can teach the old man that he's not strong enough. But if I get to teach Hermes, believe me, I'll make it a good lesson.
The no line, Engin pronated Devon's Wi-Fi. And
It's bad, huh? Bad connection.
What can I do? I can't just stop, because my pronator is just, how it is. So SEO
Yeah,
accuracy.
sorry about the connection.
Yeah, Devon, I was thinking about it, and now I have to ask you: if you beat Hermes, will you flex your right bicep and scream two bells, two bells?
Right? Imagine if I could get 3.
Oh, you're talking about 231 against Ongarwe. You are a terrible person. You want everything.
Imagine if I could hold 3.
I don't know. We
Yeah.
will see. Devon, super glad your mom's doing better. You are the man. Hermes is getting cracked. Flying Ryan, thank you for your super chat. Devon, how much did you gain weight for Hermes?
I have no idea. I don't have a scale here that works. I have no idea. I don't feel heavy. I feel light. I
270?
think that I'm probably maybe. When I left the house, I was 265, 266 in the morning.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But the weight, I tell you, the weight is one thing, but being strong. So
Yeah, that's what it matters. Hermes also had the same type of time. I need to get bigger. I need to get bigger. But now he finally realizes that it's not about that. The no line. Will you read my first super chat, Engin? Sorry, my friend. I'm just trying to check. I'm trying to not to cut Devon. Mr. Brain Junkie Devon, what is your weight right now, and how heavy are you planning to be during the match?
yeah, I'll just be as big and as healthy as I can be.
Yeah,
That'll be it.
Devon, are you going to bleed out Hermes or pin him?
If I can bleed him out, I certainly will. I'm looking for victory. Secure victory. Well, we'll see after that. Sometimes the best thing to do in a super match is not to pin. Sometimes it's not. Depends on your opponent.
How about if it is the last
Too early
round?
to say. Oh, I will make him never forget. I will make him never forget that day.
You are in a house that your roots are connected, and look at what you are saying. Just go read what's written on the mirror. Just go back. Just joking.
Listen, this is an evil thing. This is a great thing. This is a gift that I give him. To give a young, only make him stronger.
Oh yeah. So you are not thinking that it is a destruction for the confidence, huh?
For many people, it would be, but for a champion, it'll only make.
Oh, so he's gonna come back and face you
Oh, of
again, huh?
course,
After
it's
you beat
Hermes
him.
Gasparini. Why? Do you think I can break him? You think that I can break Hermes?
I have no idea, my friend. I have no idea.
No, of course not. Of course not. Some people are unbreakable.
Yeah. Who, like, for example, yourself?
Or you. When you get broken, it just makes you stronger.
Yeah.
That's a sign of a champion. A real champion, you break them, the stronger they become.
Yeah.
Some people who are not champions, they get broken and it's difficult for them. It's difficult. And I don't want to break those people. I'm not interested in that. I'm
Yeah. But
only interested in
sometimes
breaking someone.
some people it creates trauma. They don't want to face the same guy again. J Mania, hi Devon, big fan of yours, and I plan on going to Toronto next week. Would you mind if I come up to you for a picture? Bring home the belt. You gonna have a picture with him?
Of course, yeah. See you in Toronto. It's going to be a great event.
Mr. Brain.
Yeah, John Brzenk versus Todd Hutchings,
Yeah,
Matt Mass,
yeah.
Kalinchenko.
Mr. Brain Junkie Devon, I remember you did high cup multi for 140s before. How come you are doing less now?
You know, I should make a video about it. I'll probably include it in the next video. The multi spinner is the most easy tool to cheat. Okay, so
So
all
you
the
are
lifts
more
when
correct
you lift,
now.
well, it's more correct. It's more correct. Listen, I could set up that multi spinner in a way where I
Okay.
much imagine this is a multi spinner. If you have it high up in your hand, it's way hard. But the multi spinner, you can adjust it so it goes further down your wrist, and then it just turns more into a drag. So,
Yeah. So you
but I'll
are
tell you,
saying
I
that
just started doing it.
if you would cheat as when you did 140, you can still do the same thing right now.
I could probably cheat and do a much bigger lift.
Okay.
Yeah. Now I have just started doing the inside lifts,
Mhm.
but my form is good. I'm very happy with my
Mhm.
looking at the numbers as well. I know I used to do a low cup with like almost 160, I think, but I was watching, and the thing is what happens a lot when you heavier and heavier and heavier is your form starts to become compromised. And the multi spinner tool is one that, depending on where the
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 form.
the cup where the pipe is set,
Yeah, yeah,
big difference.
yeah.
Big difference.
Paul Amphone, Engin did miss my previous chat. I asked about why Devon never puts chalk or he never lifts his arm up in between the matches. Big fan of both of you. Sorry guys, I'm trying to not to cut Devon and then the chat goes. Can you answer the Devon please?
The chalk thing, I do use chalk sometimes. I do.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't. I don't normally practice with chalk, but I do use chalk on occasion. Um, sometimes I'm trying to slip a lot, so chalk is, still going to help depending on where the chalk is. But no, I do use chalk. You can see that I had chalk on with Dave Chafee when I offered him the chalk and I dropped it. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
but why I don't really lift my arm and do massage, I just let the blood do its thing. I let it kind of move through. I just try and relax as much as I can between rounds.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that rubbing my arm is going to make much of a difference. I don't know. I don't think it makes much of a difference.
Silky Wilkie, Devon's mom is cheating him. She is unknowingly decreasing the gravity for each of his training sessions.
She might be.
Yeah,
She
that's
might
why
be.
the laps are good because she loves you so much. So she is just doing that way. So you think that you are lifting heavy.
My son Auden,
Yeah.
before I pulled Michael, we play a lot of Mortal Kombat, and for about a week before I left, he let me beat him, and I didn't even know. So
He let you
sometimes people
what?
do nice. So we play Mortal Kombat. It's a
Yeah.
video game,
Yeah.
and he's better than me, so he beats me at Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
But for about a week before I left to go and pull Michael, he was
Yeah.
intentionally letting me beat him.
How
And
do
then
you know?
because when I got back, he started beating me again, and he's like, oh yeah, just so you know, he's like, I kind of like, yeah, and I'm
Okay.
like, oh, I'm like, but it worked
Yeah.
because I
Yeah.
started to feel like I was really smart. So
Awesome Barakzai. Devon keeps bringing up his match with an injured Dave compared to when Hermes faced him. What about their respective matches versus Gennady and Levan? In both
mm,
cases, Hermes did much better.
I'll tell you, Hermes is the favorite. Hermes is stronger. He's prime of his life. Many factors on why Hermes should beat me. You don't have to worry. He is the favorite. But the problem is the universe that we're living in, somehow fate smiles on me all the time. I don't know how it happens. I'm very lucky. For me, a small chance is pretty good. Normally it works. I don't know how, but if there's a small chance, quite often I find a way.
Okay, Florin Moisa, finish him, Devon. 2 weeks full throttle with takes.
Yeah, 2 more weeks of training, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, Bruno Alain, EF, I finally caught alive, looking good, and Devon training, looking awesome. Do you think you will shoot inside and hold Hermes instead of going outside?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I know that I'm going to get up there and fight him. And the thing is when people talk about arm wrestling, when you talk about
Mhm.
arm wrestling at the highest level, you're fighting for everything. Everything. It's not just about top roll or post or hook or press or flop or king's move. You're fighting for every single little piece. And if you're healthy and you're balanced, you will fight from the center. You will fight from a central position where you can go either inside or outside. And that's when you know that you're healthy and good. When you're not saying, oh, it's going to be a top roll or, oh, I'm going inside. The best place to be when you know you're good is you fight from the middle. You fight from the middle and you adjust as required, and opportunities will present themselves. And you need to be brave and secure enough to be able to take advantage of them very quickly.
Yeah, I think that one of the reason that you are also not doing so much trash talk is because I kind of think that like you look confident because this is not the first time that you are telling me that like you are feeling good. Radu lifestyle, thank you for your support. Devon, get that syrup with the pancakes, finish him. Florin Moisa.
Eating everything.
And Paul Amphone, Devon, I notice you during the matches. You are the only one that doesn't seek out the chalk or elevate his arm, hand, or get arm massage in between the matches. Why is that? I think this is the super chat that he said that I missed it. He went down. Why
Right.
haven't you trash talk to Hermes? Does this have to do with you trying to be a better person, or is the trash talk coming soon? DB talks.
Well, that's the thing that people have this misconception about. People think that I always started. I never started. I almost never started. Go
Is
back
this
at
is this is this is this how you deceive your mom when she told you that and then you're like, Mom, I'm not the one who started. This is they
there are so
started.
many
Listen,
misconceptions.
only your mom believes that. Okay, I don't.
There's so many misconceptions on it. Pick a guy. Pick a guy. I'll tell you what they said to me to make me start.
Okay.
Pick a guy.
Um,
There's a reason I talk crap to
I mean, if
everybody.
you are looking for a reason, then you will find a reason. But like,
Right now, I'm just so happy. That's the
yeah.
thing. So
See,
right
see,
now, my overwhelm.
Hermes told you today you don't do trash talk because you are scared, but you still don't do it.
Well, I mean, obviously, I'm not scared. That's just a silly thing. Okay, I'm sure it'll start. I'll probably look more closely at him and I'll find out something about him that I don't
Just
like.
don't
But
force yourself or anything. Just do as how
no,
you feel.
look at
Yeah.
here's the thing. Right now, today, what is it? I don't even know what day it is. Today,
Fifth,
my
fifth.
overwhelming feeling is that
Yeah,
I'm just so happy that he said
yeah,
yes. And I have a
yeah,
shot at a world title.
yeah. Super
Hang it,
heavyweight title. Yeah,
hang it. You know
yeah,
what that feels like, right?
yeah.
What a I'm just so happy about it. I'm so
And
happy. And he's the one who made it possible. So I don't really want to talk crap to him because he's given me a gift. He's
yeah,
given me
okay, okay, yeah,
this,
yeah.
you
So
know,
if he's handling you, giving you his belt, championship belt, how can you talk back to this guy, right?
how can I? He
Yeah,
just gave me what I wanted. He just gave me
yeah,
exactly what I wanted.
yeah, yeah. You are right. You are totally right. You should just. I mean, the guy is giving you his belt, and you should just only thank you. Why would you say something bad about him?
Look, I'm sure that we still 3 weeks. I'm sure that there's going to be something, but if there's not, then I'll just keep training, and getting stronger, and get ready for the fight of my life. You know,
BKC Arm quality pancakes meet quality pasta. Pancakes versus pasta. Ivan Chuk, Devon Hermes hand collapse under Devon's auto straps. Is that your hope? Hermes won't get same setup against you as he did against Dave. I think I catch all the super chess maybe except last a few. I don't want to disrespect. So people. Wow, I went so far.
hey, Engen,
Um, yeah. Okay,
thank you so much for what you do for the sport, man. Seriously, look at where we are. Eh?
my
Very
friends.
nice work. Very
Listen,
nice work. Engen.
my friend. We are a beautiful sport. People don't understand how many muscle groups in this arm, and then to coordinate them. Yeah, that's the tattoo I see. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, how many muscle groups over here, and then to coordinate them together, and then with the upper body and everything. People just think that arm wrestling you do like this, like that, like you understand, you know what it is, and then when people are so ignorant about it, you cannot really get angry with them because they just don't know. We did not really show them enough, you understand? And then, like, this is what you are doing. You have been, this is why we call you the best ambassador. People may like your style, may not like your style, but you are just making people, like, you are a window to outside of arm wrestling. So what I am just doing is, I see that every part is ready, so we are just having fun together. We are just coming and then playing together. That for years, I remember one time I was a guest for Neil's program, and I said, Neil, like, I mean, when are we gonna be like pulling all together, And he said, it will never happen. But look at now. How do you realize that how frequently all these top guys are pulling against each other? And do you realize that we are not doing only that? There are lightweight, there are left arm, there are middleweight, and everything. So you remember that Devon John had the 95 kilo title and he won the super heavyweight title. And then, do you remember that he was planning to pull Rustam Babev by going down to 86 kilo? Do you remember? He went down to 89 or 90 kilo, and then Rustam said that he fell down in the restroom or something, and the match was canceled. But John was going for his third belt, but he
Right.
couldn't. Yeah. And now, when you talk about like super heavyweight, and then whatever you said, maybe for the three title, so I kind of realized that you may do something crazy whenever you are a little bit down, with the heavyweight pressure, and then now going down for
Well, the
Ongarbev. That
thing is,
if you do that,
I
that
think
there will be what?
I think that I could look at if I live around 260. Okay, if I'm
Yeah,
like 260, 265, that's
yeah,
perfect for heavyweight. Perfect,
yeah,
right? I'm right
yeah.
there for 115. It's not
Mhm.
hard. Like if I'm 255, 260 even, that's a water cut that you can do. Oh, my
Yeah,
cat.
yeah, yeah. I
That's,
know that. I know that you can do it. Like not many
yeah,
people can do that, but people who knows, who has experience, can do that. I'm sure you did for the maybe WAL. You did it for some time.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was doing so I would walk around like 247, 248. That's my normal body weight in the morning every day when
Yeah,
I was WAL. So
yeah,
WAL, and I do that water cut, no problem. I didn't even need to use a sauna. No sauna, just salt water manipulation. You can lose that weight, no problem,
Mhm.
no problem. Yeah, and then you're the same weight on the day. You have a 24, 36 hour weight. You're right there. So, I mean, if I'm 255, 265, somewhere around there, potentially I can take a shot at any one of those three weight categories at any time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is I believe that. I believe that. It doesn't mean that for sure you can be successful, but you have really good opportunity. Vincent Valentin, hey Devon, use some ashwagandha and some BCAAs for recovery and strength.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. A friend of mine from Florida sent me some ashwanga.
What is that?
It's a herb. I think it's mostly for virility. Yeah,
Hmm.
gives you fucking power that you can't believe. Um,
You're
yeah,
joking.
it's a no. I'm serious. No, it's good.
Oh, well, this guy
Um,
says for recovery. Okay.
yeah, it's just like it's gonna
Or
have
maybe
broad.
second part of his super chat was about recovery. I don't know.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
It's a great herb. Yeah.
Yeah. Gage,
And
thank you
yeah.
for putting together great events and helping to drive the sports forward. Thank you, my friend. What were you saying? Sorry, I cut you.
Oh no, I was just continuing. Yeah, and BCAA. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not taking anything like that right now, but yeah, for sure, it's good stuff. Yeah,
I see you are eating tons of food, every day. I see
yeah,
you. If you live only
yeah.
with your mom, and I see so many food there, probably you eating a lot.
Look,
Um,
look what I have.
just don't move so much from where you are because I don't want the connection. Oh yeah, yeah. What is this exactly? Is that there is meat in it as well?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What's that beef?
No, it's ham, but it's good. Yeah,
Okay,
lots of
yeah.
beans, lots of peas, lots of
Uh,
vegetables. And just make a great big pot, and we just eat it all day long. And for like 3 days. Yeah.
yeah. Let's read a few questions and slowly finish it. Trip wash while gripping, tucking the thumb between middle and index fingers affect the pronation or hand control power. Engin often does what he does. They won't think. Okay.
To cover the thumb or not to cover the thumb. I find that a lot of it has to do with the hand dimensions, how your hands match up. I find when I'm arm wrestling a guy with a big hand, and so many guys in the super heavyweight division have really big hands, that to
Mhm.
cover the thumb actually can loosen your grip a little bit, so it's not really worth it what you gain. But in the lighter divisions, like when I pull like more heavyweight or even lighter, I'll
Mhm.
typically cover the thumb because the thickness of the hand is not so great, and the advantage that I'll get by covering my thumb through pronation, it's worth it. But a
Mhm.
lot of it has to do with how big the guy's hand is that you're pulling.
I mean, it's totally about how you feel comfortable, basically, And you most of the time realize this while gripping up with the guy. You don't just go
Yeah,
there, I will do this, but you just hold it and you think, maybe this is better. I do that once my hand is getting tired. So I cannot, like, because you start like this during the match, you will slide down, you losing your grip. So better start like where it is. Yeah.
yeah,
Jordan Carson, would you come to Michigan for a practice and seminar?
for sure. Yeah, but not before the match.
Yeah, yeah, I'm sure that you wouldn't. Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, you're coming here in 8 days as well. Let's do some things. We go to beach. Vitamin D is good, huh? Vitamin D. Do you
Oh
like that,
yeah,
or you
yeah,
think?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Auden and I are so excited. We're so excited.
yeah,
It's going to be an amazing trip.
yeah. It will be. And then let's talk about a few things. Vitaly versus Revaz.
I have to go with Vitaly. They're both incredible, but the thing is, for me, I don't know. I could be totally wrong. I still hold on to the belief that Vitaly can be the best. Maybe I think that
Mhm.
Vitaly is a very very good arm wrestling athlete, and I know that for the last year his performances some of them have been great, and then some of them have been not what we expect of Vitaly. But
Mhm.
I believe that Vitaly is incredibly dangerous, especially potentially in a match where it's going to be decided by who can top roll better.
Mhm.
But Revaz has got an incredible hand and incredible top roll abilities. I'm really excited about the match.
I have a
Both of
question
them.
for you. I have a question for you. Um, do you that match is gonna happen right before your match? Will
Mhm.
result of that match affect your psychology at all? Because uh, they both pull against Dave Chappie, and then will like if Vitaly somehow beats him, will it make it like Revaz beat Dave because Dave and this, and then you pull Dave when he was like, you understand my point, right? Will it affect
Mm.
at all
Yeah,
or
it's
not at all?
interesting. I hadn't thought of that until now. Thank you, Egan.
Ah, it's no good, but because
But
something
yeah,
when
you
your
know what?
mind is set. Go ahead.
I mean, Vitaly and Dave had, in my opinion, one of the best matches that I've ever seen in arm wrestling, like ever. Um, that was such a great match.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, there's a lot of styles, but I
yeah,
do believe that Dave has gotten a bit weaker. But
yeah,
matchup is interesting. Matchups is a very interesting thing. Um, I thought that Vitaly was going to destroy Dave. That's what I thought.
yeah. But do you think that like it is also sometimes style?
Yes, of
Like
course
I mean,
it is.
yeah, I mean, it is not like because this guy beat this guy, it doesn't mean that this guy will beat the other guy, you know?
It doesn't. It doesn't
Yeah.
always mean that. No. Yeah. I'm not going to take too much away from the match, except
Mhm.
for probably just enjoy it, and I'll break into the Dave analysis of exactly where he is probably later. Look, at that point, it's blinders on and get ready to fight.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I wish I never put this thought on your mind, but
Yeah,
probably you
you
will not
did.
think
You just
about
did that.
it.
Oh, now I have to switch to I hope Revaz kills him. Now that's what I have to say. Yeah.
Vincent Valentine, hey Dave, do you fear his back pressure and improve yours?
Um,
Like he's
do I
asking you, are you afraid of Hermes's back pressure?
That's the probably yeah, that's one of his most dangerous weapons is his back pressure and his wrist in general. Like Hermes' wrist, his cup, his pronation, his back pressure, his rise. These fundamental pieces of arm wrestling is where Hermes is very impressive. Yeah. Yeah. And the way he beat Jerry in his last, appearance, I mean, incredible shape. Incredible. Yeah.
Mhm. Do you think that like Hermes was someone who is his hand was ahead of his arm and horsepower, but once he pulled Levan, I kind of realized that his arm is now ahead of his hand and wrist. Like I think that he has so much horsepower back there, and it doesn't mean that his arm getting any hand is getting any weaker. His hand is also getting stronger, but arm just got so much strong compared to past. So when you compare round one, you versus Levan, like back pressure, because the other rounds, Levan went more like sideways, instead of just trying to topple your hand after his experience. And and then whenever we saw Levan and Hermes going back pressure, do you like how do you compare your risk like when Hermes and you both go back pressure? Like, do you see you losing your wrist or he losing, or you feel like you both be like neutral, like flat wrist when you both go outside?
Well, that's just it, right? That's what's going to decide such a big part of the match.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, hey, if I am just hoping that we each hold on to pieces. If we
Mhm.
each are not fully compromised, if it's a complete blowout of one or another of our wrists, then
Other guy is
that will.
finished. Finished.
But if we hold on to pieces, even if I hold on to a small piece or he, you know, whatever, that's when it will start to get very interesting. I do believe that it will be a very difficult fight for both of us. I don't think either one of us is going to concede. I think that we will continue to fight as hard as we can for the entire 5 rounds, whatever it is. Um,
Can I ask you
yeah.
something? Do you like whenever I saw where the match stopped like this when you and Dave Sheffield loaded, and then whenever I saw the round one with Gennady, you were like usually lately for some years we see you like here, here, but now
Mm,
you protecting the center,
a little bit
yeah,
more. Yeah.
yeah, like
It's
very
it's
good.
as a result of my surgeries. It's a style that I adopted due to injury. For many years after I had elbow surgery, I was forced into a very open pulling style just because I had no elbow stability.
You didn't want to have pressure on your elbow. You just wanted to get away from you didn't want elbow to handle
Right.
that pressure. Yeah.
Yeah. So as I have regained my health and my stability, now I still go that way quite often because I've become so comfortable with that style. And I
For 10
find it
years you're going
still,
that way. Yeah.
yeah. And I
Almost 10
find it
years,
is a
right?
very it's a
Almost 10
great
years, 8
style.
years. How
Sorry, say
long
it
have
again.
you been how long have you been going that way? 7, 8 years already?
Oh, longer than that, almost 10.
10? Like
Yeah.
when you pulled Tim Bresnan, you were still going like here, 2012. But I think
Right.
was it 12?
But
Yeah. And
but
then
then I had the surgery. I had the surgery
yeah.
right after that match. So I had the surgery 2012, 2013. Yeah, I had two surgeries in my right elbow, right? And then after that, I was open. I was open, open, open. Yeah. I could get very deep, but central stability, no.
No,
No, there
no,
was no.
yeah, I understand. Yeah. So how do you
Yeah.
see this one? How do you see that? How where is it? Like, what's your plan? You think that because you said that whoever dominates the hand is gonna win, but if somehow you dominate his hand, but you are halfway here, and we know that he has incredible press, so losing his wrist at such point, will it matter a lot? What? Just tell us
Oh yes. Yeah.
what.
Yeah.
If you
If
take it, you're
if
gonna beat
I
him. If you take his
Here's
wrist,
the
you're gonna
thing.
beat him.
Oh yeah. Of course I will.
Yeah,
Hermes
but you
can't arm
didn't go
wrestle.
out. You didn't continue going out with Gennady because you couldn't really keep your elbow. You went forced inside. Do you
I
think that?
don't think that Hermes and Gennady are exactly the same when it comes to their flop wristing ability. Now, I'll tell you,
Okay.
in my opinion, Gennady has the ability to open as a flop,
Yeah,
open. And now, look, I'm not going to say that that Hermes can't do it, but what I saw with Levon was I saw a failed top roll, right? So he top
yeah,
rolls and he
yeah,
loses
yeah,
his
yeah,
wrist, and then
yeah,
there's a transition.
yeah, yeah.
And this is not the same move. The transition to a press after a top roll is
Oh,
very
okay. I understand. So what Gennady did was right away, and what Hermes was doing. Listen, Hermes tried to do that to Gennady. Sorry, Levan. When round three, he stopped him. You remember round three, he stopped him, and then he was like, and then Levan got a foul. In the second start, Hermes made a mistake. I also talked with him. He wanted to do that right away, and then he got smoked
right,
because that was not the reason that he stopped Levan.
right,
The reason he stopped him, was his back pressure first,
right.
and then Levan didn't have fully cup, so he just go like this, but he didn't have the control over. So he
Right.
slowly came, and then yeah,
So it's not the same move. It's not
yeah.
quite the same, you know.
But he can do the same thing. He can still go with you back pressure, and then lose it. He still have the pronator, and
Yeah,
then he.
but it's not the same. It's not the same really. Like yeah, you're
Not
pulling
like
without your
Gennady,
wrist.
yeah, for sure. So you are saying that if somebody is switching to shoulder pressure after you top roll him, is not gonna be the same. But do you also remember?
Not
Sorry
the same.
for catching you, but you said that there was a point that round one, John could do the transition
Yeah,
and pin you.
that's right.
Yeah. So
Yep.
so what if Hermes gets that opportunity because Hermes
Yeah,
is
that's
younger, faster?
fine. That's fine. But the thing is once the wrist becomes compromised of anybody, then
Yeah.
you start to make adjustments and you can tighten things up. yeah, the second time will be much more difficult to do the same move. Like if you
Yeah.
top roll someone and they try and top roll you and you take their wrist and then they come forward and they switch to a press and a flop and they get you, that's fine. But the
Hmm.
next round, it will be very much harder for them to do that same move. Very much harder. Like because you can go a little bit more inside and you can cut the option for them. Um, yeah,
Hmm.
unless that they can go right for the flop, unless they can go right with the shoulder, and that's I don't know if Hermes can do that or not. I haven't seen him do it yet. Not effectively.
No, 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 not right away. Yeah, yeah. That's good. That's good that you. Looks like more I talk with you, more I realize that whenever at the beginning of the podcast you said I'm gonna beat him again. So it just means that like mentally you are already prepared. You know, you are ready. You are like
Hanging. Let me tell
you
you,
know the way to what?
that match stops. That young champion is in big trouble.
Yeah.
If that match
Okay.
stops, that young champ is gonna have his work cut out for him. He's got to beat me quickly. He has to.
Yeah, yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. But I see the same Devon with the more chosen words, you know. Like all Devon would say the same thing, but if that match started, I would destroy him, you know. But now the
Oh,
young guy
just
is
wait.
in trouble.
Just wait. We're just getting started, Hank. We're just getting started. I'm still just so happy. Like I'm still just
Yeah.
very happy he said yes.
Yeah. Sean, Broppy, Devon, the new peaceful warrior. Larratt. Two legends. Thanks, Engin. Thank you, guys. And one second. Paul, Amphone,
Do I see
Christopher.
Sanders in the chat? Sanders is trying to say hi. What's up, buddy?
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah, yeah.
I love
Sanders,
that
yeah.
guy.
Sanders.
Nice. He did a
Uh,
nice win there with Pablo. I like that match.
yeah, he
Very,
was, yeah, the
very
guy is
smart.
just smart. Yeah.
Yeah, smart
Hristo
arm
versus
wrestler.
Bart. See, they're asking you, Hristo versus Bart. Who is Devon? Your favorite refs. Paul Ampone,
Bart's the
thank you.
man. Yeah, Bart's the man.
Bart wins?
Yeah, look, when it comes to, I'll tell you one thing. If I had one thing that I could say to the referees, one thing,
Mhm.
I would say try not to make yourself too important. This is a very difficult thing for referees to do. You know, I think that the best referee can understand when both arm wrestlers are happy. This is very important. When both arm wrestlers are happy and yet the referees are still trying to make things better somehow, I think that that's where they can make a mistake. I think if two guys are like, yes, yes, let's do it, say go, say go. Yeah, let them fight.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, Dave, are you working on your triceps, especially long head? It will help you with your elbow, as well as your press, as it seems to be your weaker link.
I've been working my press. I've been working ever since Gennady beat me. I've been
Yeah.
working a lot of supination, like so a lot of things that bring my arm inside my body. I've been
Yeah.
working a lot of press. I've been
Hmm.
working a lot of like pushing motions. Yeah, I don't worry about like long head or like the muscle. I just do movements. I just focus on the movement
I
and
understand.
whatever.
You don't train the muscle, but
No,
you
just the
train the
movement.
movement that whatever is working at that point, you use that one. I understand.
Yeah.
And Alden strength, Devon, you got to shave your head for the match.
We'll see. No
And
promises. No
no
promises.
promises, but okay, then I think finishing. Yeah, yeah, everything finished. To I thank you very very much. There are many matches, but I'm not gonna ask you tomorrow. Tomorrow, Hermes is gonna be my guest.
Well, tell him he's finished. Tell him he made a big mistake by accepting the match.
He made a big mistake, right? Do you
Tell him he
think
made
that
a big
after he sees your confidence, tomorrow he's gonna say, "Oh, my elbow hurts. Maybe I cancel the match"? You think there's a
no, no, he's
he
coming
wouldn't
at
do
me.
that. He's
No,
coming
no,
at
no,
you.
not this guy.
Yeah,
Not this guy. He's a fighter. Yeah.
gladiator, right? Gladiator, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. King of
Eh,
Hearts.
Yeah,
King of
yeah,
Hearts.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
All those guys up there. Just look at them. You know, look at
Oh
Gennady.
yeah.
I mean, just
Yeah.
look at. I mean, all of them are warriors. All of them, yeah. Some of them a little bit more warriors. Like whenever warrior comes to my mind, also for sure Gennady also comes. He gives his
Yeah.
all, heart.
Yeah.
Anyways,
100%.
Devon, 8 days. or 9 days, whatever. I
Yeah.
see you in autumn, and then hopefully we will have good time. And then
Yeah.
yeah, and then I wish
Thank
you
you.
best with your preparation, and thank you for being my guest. And thanks to everyone who has been watching us. And so tell your mom that as a community we give her best wishes.
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
gonna yeah
I'll tell you.
yeah
Hey,
yeah
everybody wishes you the best, Callie.
yeah yeah. Thank you. Yeah yeah. It's
Yeah.
yeah. We are happy. Anyway, so take care of yourself and get ready.
Thanks, Engin. Thanks for everything you do. We'll see you soon.
See you. Take care. Take care.